It's time to rev it up and roll with America's premier motorcycle talk show. Open Road Radio is on the air with Gina Woods and other guest hosts. And now, with riding on their minds, here's your hosts of Open Road Radio.
What's up, Gina?
Oh, there you are. I can hear you, ladies.
Good evening.
Hello. Hello. Good evening. All right. I've got those two gals in the house, been all over the place. We're going to talk about that tonight. Recap. Penny, you just got back from SEMA?
Yeah, I did. I only had one day out of the week that I was able to attend, but man, my little feet was going like crazy because that show is a big show.
Excellent. We can't wait to hear about it. And dazzling, I just can't wait. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat waiting to hear about the High Seas Rally.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm still trying to get my sea legs per se because everything's still rocking. But what a blast. I had a.
Is that from the libations or is that from the seat?
Seaman. I'm drinking a little coffee now.
Is that from the seaman? Running in circles around you?
Yeah, you had a great weekend also. So tell us about
your
event.
I did. We're going to talk about that in a second. Coming up on the show as well, my girls in Sin City, brought to you by Full Throttle Law at 1400 a.m., streaming coast to coast and worldwide. Check it out on YouTube channel. We've got some interviews tonight that we're going to start and play, and then you can listen to the completion of them over on YouTube as well, because some of these are really great. We've got Joe Parr, who's joining us from Gerbe's Heated Clothing. Man, he got some, the technology in this heated clothing has really come up. It's amazing what they're doing, and just how it's applied. It's so cool now. You don't have to layer. There's no reason to layer when you have heated devices that are so easy to use. There's no plugins. There are plugins. There's options where you don't have to plug in anymore. So I hope Diva Amy is listening, because a couple of weeks ago she was reaching out and asking me about different options. So tonight we're going to talk about them with Joe Parr from Gerbe's Heated Clothing. We are going to give back, and we're going to give back a lot of thanks to our veterans of this country, men, women, who have really, made the ultimate sacrifice, and who are still in war, and those who have also just passed being in war. It's just, we're highlighting Honor Flight Chicago. I was here a couple of weeks ago, and I was involved with it, and I was just absolutely honored to be a part of it. I was just so enthralled with it. It was very cool. If you haven't done it, put it on a bucket list, because it's great to get out there and support these folks that are coming back and then have the opportunity to go to Washington for the day. We're going to talk with Arturo and Doug from Honor Flight Chicago. We're going to wrap up the show in our What's Happening by speaking with Wayne Kirkpatrick. He is the posse coordinator over at the Rolling Thunder Chapter 2 Illinois chapter, and he's going to join us to talk about Rolling Thunder and their event coming up this Saturday. They do a table celebration, and I rode to DC with them back for a run to the wall, and man, what an amazing group of riders they are. And he's just connected with everybody in Washington. I'm telling you what, nice. He's connected with some big heavies. But it was really a great time speaking with him again. That's a pre-recorded. We talked this morning. So, ladies, it's going to be a great show.
Sounds like you got a packed lineup.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Well, let me tell you real quick. We did this event over the weekend, and it is giving back. It was our second annual giving back to veterans, and I got a little clip I want to show you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Billy Gray, and I'm here with this year's recipient, Bill McAllister, at the SOAMV, our second annual event. And Bill is just an outstanding individual. Bill has served in the United States military, served in the United States Army 26 years. He served in Vietnam. Bill is now 75 years old, and he still works to this day. Even though he has the ability to be on full disability, he refuses to take it because if he did, he wouldn't be able to work. So we decided, as we spoke with Bill, we interviewed Bill, we talked with Bill, and we knew he was the right man for this. So we were able to put together some of the most outstanding people that you can find. We've had artists donating all of their time. We've had band members donating their time. Our sound's been donated. And we're here today at the Wheaton VFW. They've been so kindly and so nicely to give us the option to be able to come here to celebrate Bill and to celebrate his service to our country.
Billy, how long have you been doing this?
This has been 2 years that we've been doing our SOAMV, or Support Our American Military Vets. That's our second annual. We plan on doing it every year. We plan on making it bigger each time that we do it.
We actually have last year's recipient here who will say hello to in a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am. His name is Rob. And we were able to help Rob. We were able to give him a hand up. We don't call it a handout. We call it a hand up. Everything that we get here, everyone donates their time. No one here receives any money. All of our staff, because I'm the president of the company, of the organization, all of our staff has been picked by me. No one gets a penny. Every penny that's taken in will go to our government. And Rob is a perfect example of that. He received last year. We were able to help Rob to get him in a position where he was able to get a vehicle. He was able to get to his therapy. He's able to get to a part-time job. And he feels like a different man. Last year he spoke to us and told us how wonderful it was to just be able to be in the room, to talk to people, to be able to get out of his home. He said he felt so much better. He said if he didn't receive anything, he received that and that changed his life. And so we're hoping that that's what we do every year, we change someone's life. And this year we're hoping that we'll change Bill's life.
That's fantastic. Bill, congratulations. How does it feel and what does it make you feel like inside?
Give me quite a bit of elation.
And you're still working.
Yes, every day.
Hi, I'm Billy Gray. I'm here with last year's recipient. This is Rob Hepburn, or we call him Hepburn. And we were very fortunate that we were able to get in contact with Rob. We sat down, we talked to him. We've tried to stay in contact with him. He's just an outstanding young man, and we love him to death, and we've continued to stay in contact with Rob. So after we did last year's benefit and we gathered up all the money, we were able to put together a check of a sizable amount to give to Rob, and he tells us that it blessed him, and he's got proof of it.
Hi, I'm Rob. I just want to thank everybody for last year's event. As Bill said, Bill and Christine and I have become good friends and stayed in touch. I actually saved the money for a year. I was able to save some more, and with it I bought a 1999 Chevy Tahoe truck that's in great shape, and I'm full model again now.
All right. Well, I'm telling you what, that was so amazing to hear these guys talk about being the recipient, being last year's recipient. And they were just so thankful and so grateful. It was really a pleasure to be there and be a part of it. What did you guys think about it?
So we had a little difficulty. So I don't know if there's still a little bit of a delay coming from our side, but we are back on. That was really a pleasure to watch, to see that, and I'm so glad that you were a part of actually being there. That's fantastic. When on the boat there was a Korean War veteran, and it was amazing to see someone from that far back the week of Veterans Day.
That's fantastic. Yeah, let's go to Penny. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what was going on with your weekend after this clip?
Okay.
All right. And so looks like it was packed. I heard a lot of people were there.
Yes, it was. In fact, on Friday that I went is the day where consumers can go in. So it was really, really jam packed. They had a really good turnout.
I lost them. Okay, and I lost the girls. We're going to get them back in just a moment. But let's go ahead and show that slideshow that we have from last weekend as well. So that was at the Wheaton VFW. Lots of friends joined us there. We've got the recipients, both Bill from this year and Arlo from last year. Billy Gray's music played. In fact, all the bands that were there for the evening played for free. So everything was donated towards this event, second annual Time to Give Back charity event. And that was in Wheaton, Illinois at the VFW. So that was a great time. Play through some of those. If you're listening to us on 1400 AM, welcome to the show. You're listening to Open Road Radio, Motorcycle Mondays, and you can jump over to YouTube or Facebook, Open Road Radio, and or Gina Woods at any time. So please join us if you end up leaving your car or the vicinity of your radio, and join us on Facebook and or YouTube or LinkedIn. All right. And that was Bill, and that was the end of his evening with us, and just really enjoyed it. It was really great to have them out there with us. All right. So we've also got one from Dazzling. Let's see, do we have the girls back? All right, there we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have to do this from a phone. We've had some power issues here.
Oh.
But I'll continue talking about SEMA. So, like I said, it was jam-packed on Friday. Consumers, it was really wonderful. All the exhibitors were happy. Meet with multiple clients, Laser Star Billet Lights, DEI, some amazing companies that were there that had really positive things to say. Her name's Brandy Moya. She works at Red Rock Harley, but she was actually working a company called Ride With Us. She was working outside with the Motorcycle Industry Council, and they actually teach people how to ride motorcycles.
A motorcycle what?
They teach people how to ride there in the parking lot at SEMA.
Nice. Fantastic.
Yeah,
SEMA used to have motorcycle different segments to it. I think a lot more because people always ask me, why would you go to SEMA? And I'm like, well, they got a lot of gearhead stuff there too. I mean, it's a great show.
Well, there was definitely a time when there were, like Power Sports Division, a whole lot of motorcycles, and then it kind of went by the wayside. Appears that they're bringing them back. The Jessica Combs Foundation, Real Deal Gal. Cool thing about 2023 is they're going to be and consumers get to go not only on Friday but all day Saturday, and there's going to be car show. They're actually calling it SEMA Fest.
Oh, so
cool. Yeah,
it's a big show for Las Vegas. It's a big show for the industry.
It's huge. It's the second big thing. CES is the first biggest. I got to ride the little Tesla loop. It's a free deal where you go under this tunnel, and 160 drivers. And that's just taking you from hall to the other, the convention center. So
It looks like
it's
you had a great time.
Yeah, I did. Get to see some industry people and cool stuff, man. I mean, it's like Disneyland for enthusiasts. You just can't get enough.
Absolutely. All right. Glad you had a great time. And we'll look forward to more information about SEMA 2023 when that time comes around. Let's move it back over to Dazzlin and show a little clip of some of her motorcycle shenanigans on the high seas. Let's watch this real fast.
All right.
All right. And that was some of the motorcycle mayhem that was going on the high seas. Shannon, what was that all about?
Wow. We're like, what do we do now? What do we do now? So something happened to my laptop. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck happened, but so we thank goodness.
We were going for 100% tonight.
I'm not going to be a Motorcycle Monday without some sort of technical stuff.
I know, right? I'm telling you, like this.
What it is.
Spell on it.
Okay, so let's talk about the High Seas Rally. I have gone on cruises before, but I've never been on a theme cruise before. And I'm telling you, I'm hooked. I don't care what the theme is. I don't know if it's golf, it's tennis, it's motorcycles, it's Mardi Gras, whatever it is, I am hooked because you already have something in common with everybody that is on that ship. So it was fantastic. From belly flop competitions to
beards,
man, to beards, to treasure chest competitions. Oh, it was hillbilly night.
Oh, hillbilly.
It was,
pirate,
queen of the trailer parks. It was just fantastic. But the big thing is that they raised over $250,000 for the dialysis fund. And someone walked away with a custom motorcycle by Providence Cycles. Xavier donated a bike, and one lucky cruiser got that bike. And what was really touching to me is that Xavier, who you may know as the drummer from Buck Cherry, he said never been as satisfied. Like some people think being a rock star would be enough for someone, but it was never enough for him, and that his passion took him to custom bikes. But he has a family member that is on dialysis, and he ended up having to leave the cruise early because that family member wasn't doing well. I sent a message out to him, but everyone sent some prayers out to Xavier Muriel from Providence Cycles. But the cruise was packed. Just packed with the leaders in the industry. I got to see Marilyn, of course. She's everywhere, but Cycle Source magazine, Paul Yaffe, the hamsters were everywhere. And
a lot of hamsters.
That's the place to be, right?
Yeah. A lot of hamsters. Jody Perwitz, Dave Perwitz. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Mailman Mike.
Yeah, his daughter did a workshop.
There. Yeah,
Marty the welder was there. Adam Sandler, like every Sandoval, everyone that was the who's who. So I highly recommend it. I was a high seas virgin. I'm no longer a virgin, and I'm hooked.
Make sure you clarify that. Petty, you and I are definitely going next year.
Oh, absolutely. I was this close to going this year and had to cancel. So we're definitely going next year.
I didn't think it was going to be such a, because they had to cancel it. And then, as it got closer and closer, more people were jumping on board. I was like, I really want to go.
You have to write this one in stone, Gina.
Yeah, you have to.
Exactly.
If you can book it now for the best prices, get in now.
Yeah, it looked like you guys had a lot of fun. Hey, we are going to go and pay some bills, let you guys get a little bit more situated here. And then we are going to bring up our guests for the Honor Flight Chicago, Arturo and Doug. We'll be right back after these messages. Give it a like, give it a share. We'll talk to you in a moment.
Law we practice is personal injury law. Specifically, we represent injured bicyclists and injured motorcyclists. My partner and myself have been practicing for 27 years. We know as a firm how to work together.
Because we focus only on motorcycle crashes and bicycle crashes, we are used to not only the dynamics of how the crashes happen, but we're also used to dealing with the biases of the insurance adjusters that want to put the blame on our clients.
Hit the open road on two wheels with help from Eagle Rider, the world's largest motorcycle rental and tour company. Choose from a wide selection of new motorcycles from popular brands like Harley-Davidson, BMW, Honda, Yamaha, and a whole lot more. Whether you're looking to get away for the day, weekend, or join us on one of our epic tours like our Wild West, Baja, or Route 66 tour. With over 150 locations worldwide and 30 years in the industry, it's plain to see why Eagle Rider is the trusted go-to name for your motorcycle rental needs. Book your next adventure today and visit us at eaglerider.com or call us at 310-321-3180. Eagle Rider.
Are you ready to ride? Seafoam Motor Treatment was born with a focus on being a safe and effective product that helps engines run cleaner and last longer. Seafoam Motor Treatment is now one of the best-selling additives in North America. Seafoam Motor Treatment is an all-petroleum blend that helps lubricate upper cylinders while it cleans, helping engines to run cleaner, run smoother, and last longer. Seafoam products have attracted a passionate following as the proven choice for mechanics, vehicle enthusiasts, and all sorts of people who love or depend on engines. We've grown since our humble beginnings, but our focus is still the same. Safe products that are proven to work and keep engines and equipment running their best. And if you're looking for a great cleaning combo for your bike, try Seafoam Bugs Be Gone to clean and Seafoam Fast Shine to detail. Ask for it at your local retailer. Seafoam, the trusted choice since 1942. Check out the website for the full line of products, locations, and videos at seafoamsales.com and like us on Facebook. While some products fix problems, Andrews solves them. With nearly 50 years of passion, precision, and high performance, Andrews Products changes the world of motorsports. Engineered and manufactured in-house, Andrews excels by using aircraft steel, then machining to the closest industry tolerances. If you need powerful cams, gears, and transmissions for your ride that are proudly made in America, use Andrews Products. Contact AndrewsProducts.com or call our tech line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 847-759-0190.
Do you want to increase your sales? There's no magic button. At Cottage 24 Marketing and Graphics, we do it with sound advertising and marketing decisions. Cottage 24 Marketing and Graphics, a full-service ad agency, is small enough to give you personalized attention at affordable pricing with the experience and background of a high-end agency. At C24, our services go from designing your graphics to publishing your project and everything in between. We can give you competitive pricing on printed materials, marketing, graphic design services, advertising, website design, digital marketing, trade show exhibits, apparel, and much more. We can even write your radio commercial for you. So contact us today to increase your sales at 630-605-8117. Again, that's 630-605-8117. Or you can reach us at www.cottage24.com.
How can you tell if somebody actually cares? Look at their actions. At Full Throttle Law, we are all about protecting riders. That means we don't just organize rides, we take action to keep riders safe. We have sponsored or created over 20 safety-focused events in the past year alone. Emergency response classes, first aid courses, riding seminars, track days, garage nights, and fundraisers for local independent charities like Biker Down. Any law firm can help you get a settlement if you get hurt. But we're already on the road with you, doing everything we can to make sure we all get home safe at the end of the ride. If you've been hurt in any kind of accident, tell your smartphone to call Full Throttle Law. We ride together.
Honor Flight Chicago. That was amazing.
That
We'd
dog
like to
sounds really
introduce.
scary.
No, we got the dog, of course. We'd like to introduce Doug Meffley, who is the Doug. You are the co-director of Honor Flight Chicago, and Arturo, you are the lead flagman for the motorcycle community. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Thank you, Gina.
So that was the end of the season. That was the last one. How many did you guys do with in Chicago this year? And tell us a little bit about from the beginning of Honor Flight Chicago. I got to tell you, it was an honor to be there. It was life changing. It was amazing. It was amazing that people come in. If you've ever been in a motorcycle parade or any type where people just swarm to the sides and you're going through it and you just feel like you're so overwhelmed by this proudness and patriotic. And I mean, that's all of the feelings that I got. It was fabulous. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it feels like that every time we do it. Not just for the veterans, but for those of us who are there time after time. So yeah, it was our seventh flight of the year. We flew once a month from April till the season finale there that you were at in October. All told, we flew 790 senior war veterans to Washington, D.C. to say thank you for your service, to give them the proper welcome home that they never got before. So at Honor Flight Chicago, we're the largest hub in a nationwide network of Honor Flight hubs that began back in the mid-2000s primarily to honor World War II veterans, to get them out to DC to see their memorial that took so long to build. And since then, we recognized what an amazing day it is and the impact we were having on those veterans. So we kept going, and now we fly Korean War veterans, and right now primarily Vietnam War veterans. But we had a dozen World War II vets we honored this year, alongside our hundreds and hundreds of Vietnam heroes. So it's been an amazing year.
It was so touching just watching them come through the flags and the staff and the Boy Scouts were there and the bagpipers were there. And it was touching. It was memorable, and it was wow. I mean, it makes you feel proud, and it really makes you emotional. I mean, if you don't get emotional over something like that, I'm telling you, Arturo, I have to thank you. Thank you for having me, because you told me about it, and I was so excited to be there.
Well, I'm glad you came, Gina. It's always exciting for us, and it's an honor for us to haul that flag for them.
Yeah, I had a friend that I got an application for my father, and boy, that would be something if he would do something like this. A friend of mine, Dave Zinger, we call him, from Milwaukee, went yesterday with his father, and I was just I was like, oh my God, you're gonna have such a great time. It's so wonderful. It's just amazing what you guys do. Have you guys, Penny and Dazzlin, have you ever been a part of something like this?
Nothing like that. I participated in some of the Patriot honor rides. I had a friend of mine that got to ride from Las Vegas to Arlington on the back of a motorcycle, his remains to be honored and buried there. But this, I haven't experienced this before. I'm really excited that I'm now aware of it. I was not a veteran. However, my son and their father was a vet. And so I always like to serve those that did serve and do serve and will serve, because I wasn't able to. And I get super emotional this time of the year when it's Veterans Day and Marine Corps birthday, because my son was a Marine. So I just love it. And I'm so appreciative of the way you guys are honoring those that allow us to sleep under a warm blanket of freedom every night.
Yeah, it's really special. Doug, tell us a little bit how you got into it. I'm also I'm also have got some questions about it. Is it's nationwide? Do different, you said this was kind of the hub. Tell me a little bit about the expansion of it or non-expansion of it.
Yeah. So just me personally, I'm not a veteran myself, but I'm the grandson of two World War II veterans. I one who was over at the Battle of the Bulge in Europe, and another who was in the Pacific Theater. And so when I had the opportunity and became aware of Honor Flight Chicago and the Honor Flight movement in general, I jumped at the opportunity to come and to say thank you properly. It's a big deal in my family, and now I get to impact other families this way. So it's been fantastic. But yeah, we're one hub in a nationwide network. There's about 125 hubs around the entire country. A lot of the hubs are actually, they're all smaller than we are. We're on the verge of flying our 10,000th veteran. We'll do that in April of next year, which is
wow,
really
wow.
But it's all 10,000 of those folks are all individual lives that we've touched and honored and thanked, and it's impacted not just them, but their families and their communities. And we like to think that this movement that is across the country is responsible in at least some small part for our current respect for military. It's a lot better now than it was, especially when our Vietnam veterans came home and were treated so poorly. And so we see not just the mission of saying thank you and giving that long overdue welcome home to those Vietnam veterans, but also to make sure that never happens again, that we understand the debt of respect, the debt of gratitude that we owe our service members. And so that's where across the country we have, I think it's over 250,000 veterans have been honored in this way since the Honor Network was founded back in 2005. And we're still going strong.
Man, it is just amazing. Like you said, and when they're coming through that kind of tunnel of flags and people, and everybody is saying, welcome home, and wow, it's just moving. It is really moving. And they're ever so thankful. They're waving, and yeah, you can really see that it has touched them, and they're very appreciative of it.
So how can somebody get involved that is watching or listening now? What can we do to help your mission?
Yeah, absolutely. So honorflightchicago.org is our website. We have all kinds of volunteer opportunities that are listed there. The main thing for us is to spread the word among veterans. It's amazing how many still aren't aware that this day of honor, this day of thanks is available to them. And we're currently serving veterans who served in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, with aims to expand to the Gulf War eventually. Right now, we have COVID kind of shut us down for a little bit. So we've got a pretty hefty backlog that we're working through, making sure we get to all of our Vietnam veterans. But spreading the word and making sure that those veterans sign up for their day of honor, and our applications are available on our website. Our phone number is available there on the website too, at honorflightchicago.org. Give us a call, and we're happy to chat. Spend a lot of time on the phone with some amazing veterans, telling their stories for sure. But from a volunteer perspective, our and you see a little bit in the pictures, and I know Arturo can speak to it, but it takes an army of volunteers to get us off the ground at Midway in the morning, and then when we get back in the evening. We can't fly without those folks that get us organized and get us out of there. So that's how we primarily welcome volunteers into our family, is having them work our flight days at Midway.
Arturo, why don't you paint a picture? Because when he says in the morning and then back in the evening, now when I talked to that one gal who was taking a lot of pictures, she had been there at 2:30 in the morning. So when he says morning, he means morning.
Well, that's correct. I had the honor of going on several of the flights myself. My uncle was on the flight approximately 7 years ago, and he was a World War II veteran. My neighbor, who was a World War II veteran, and his cousin, I had a chance to take them there at the airport at approximately 3:30 in the morning myself. Wow. And we were just distance away from a Midway airport. So we continue to enjoy what they do. The flag line is not there, as Doug stated, that it is a well-oiled machine with the volunteers that continues to grow and function as actually as a military unit, because step by step our veterans are welcomed there and process as they go on to their flights.
Wow. And you do have, and we can see through some of these pictures, there's just a whole lot of people that are volunteers for this. And that's just so many people inside the airport with banners and balloons and flags, and it's really wild. It's really amazing.
So is there like an application process or anything that a volunteer has to go through to, to be able to work with you guys?
There is. We have an application that's available on our website. You fill it out. You check the areas of interest and how you're looking to help us, and then we do some screening. We call you up, and then we welcome you into the family and get you trained, and then off you go. We have right now over 1,000 active volunteers, and obviously not all of them are in action at once, and not all of them come to the airport. We've got some other areas, groups that go out into the community to recruit veterans to fly, groups who work on our fundraising events. We're 100% donor funded, and the day is completely free for the veterans. So that's obviously a very important part of what we do. But that's how volunteers, we screen them up, and then we welcome in the family. And once you put that orange shirt on, boy, it's tough to go away. You get the sincerity. The one thing that always strikes me, the veterans talk about how sincere everyone is. And they, from the moment I got there in the morning, it's thank you for your service, welcome home.
Yes,
you meant it. I know you meant it.
Yeah, there was so many thank yous, and so everybody was just with overpowering mannerisms. It was really awesome. You said that there's probably it's gotten a great response. So you said it's probably a couple years waiting list, correct?
For right now, for our Vietnam veterans, it is. So we fly our World War II and Korean War veterans right away based on age. You'll go on the next available flight.
Sure.
We fly our Vietnam veterans based on the date that we received their application. And because we were shut down there during COVID, we've got about 2,500 folks on that list right now. So it'll be, we aim to fly about 800 a year, but it'll be 2025 for a new application. So we say, get that application in now, get your spot in line, and then we'll be here when your turn comes.
Wow, that's so amazing, you guys. Thank you for all the work that you do on this. It really is. People, you need to put it on your bucket list, and like Doug said, you need to make veterans aware, because this is life-changing for them for sure. Absolutely. Arturo, how can people get more information?
As Doug stated too, with the application process, but a lot of people know me from the motorcycle community. So, I just want to give a shout out to the Christian Motorcycle Association, several of their chapter members. They continue to come out, independent riders, the American Veterans Motorcycle Group, especially some of the members of Chapter 7 and 10, they came out. A lot of Rolling Thunder members, they came out. They had a couple members there. EMS, the Emergency Medical Group, the Patriot Riders, and also the Warrior Watch Riders. They continue to come out, and we'll normally have approximately 35 to about 42 volunteers that does the flag line. So, contact me. I'm still with the Illinois Freedom Run down in Marseille, so they know me as a member there, and that's how many of them have been coming through too.
Arturo, thank you so much for all of your service. Oh my God, you are a part of the motorcycle community, definitely here in the Illinois area, because you're part of everything. And I walked in to do some interviews and to take pictures, and they put me in the procession, and I was floored. I was like, wow. This was amazing. So thank you, gentlemen, for having me. Happy Veterans Day to you. Thank you for your service in this. It means so much, and we really appreciate that you're out there doing this.
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Good talking with you. Nice to meet you.
Good
And continue
meeting
your
you.
great work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, we are going to hit a real quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to go right into our Rolling Thunder Chapter 2 Illinois with Wayne Kirkpatrick and our What's Happening for an event coming up. We'll be right back. Give it a like, give it a share. Thank you for joining us here on Open Road Radio.
The type of law we practice is personal injury law. Specifically, we represent injured bicyclists and injured motorcyclists. My partner and myself have been practicing for 27 years. We know as a firm how to work together.
Because we focus only on motorcycle crashes and bicycle crashes, we are used to not only the dynamics of how the crashes happen, but we're also used to dealing with the biases of the insurance adjusters that want to put the blame on our clients.
Hit the open road on two wheels with help from Eagle Rider, the world's largest motorcycle rental and tour company. Choose from a wide selection of new motorcycles from popular brands like Harley Davidson, BMW, Honda, Yamaha, and a whole lot more. Whether you're looking to get away for the day, weekend, or join us on one of our epic tours like our Wild West, Baja, or Route 66 tour. With over 150 locations worldwide and 30 years in the industry, it's plain to see why Eagle Rider is the trusted go-to name for your motorcycle rental needs. Book your next adventure today and visit us at eaglerider.com or call us at 310-321-3180. Eagle Rider.
Are you ready to ride? Seafoam Motor Treatment was born with a focus on being a safe and effective product that helps engines run cleaner and last longer. Seafoam Motor Treatment is now one of the best-selling additives in North America. Seafoam Motor Treatment is an all-petroleum blend that helps lubricate upper cylinders while it cleans, helping engines to run cleaner, run smoother, and last longer. Seafoam products have attracted a passionate following as the proven choice for mechanics, vehicle enthusiasts, and all sorts of people who love or depend on engines. We've grown since our humble beginnings, but our focus is still the same. Safe products that are proven to work and keep engines and equipment running their best. And if you're looking for a great cleaning combo for your bike, try Seafoam Bugs Be Gone to clean and Seafoam Fast Shine to detail. Ask for it at your local retailer. Seafoam, the trusted choice since 1942. Check out the website for the full line of products, locations, and videos at seafoamsales.com and like us on Facebook. While some products fix problems, Andrews solves them. With nearly 50 years of passion, precision, and high performance, Andrews Products changes the world of motorsports. Engineered and manufactured in-house, Andrews excels by using aircraft steel, then machining to the closest industry tolerances. If you need powerful cams, gears, and transmissions for your ride that are proudly made in America, use Andrews Products. Contact andrewsproducts.com or call our tech line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 847-759-0190.
Do you want to increase your sales? There's no magic button. At Cottage 24 Marketing and Graphics, we do it with sound advertising and marketing decisions. Cottage 24 Marketing and Graphics, a full-service ad agency, is small enough to give you personalized attention at affordable pricing with the experience and background of a high-end agency. At C24, our services go from designing your graphics to publishing your project and everything in between. We can give you competitive pricing on printed materials, marketing, graphic design services, advertising, website design, digital marketing, trade show exhibits, apparel, and much more. We can even write your radio commercial for you. So contact us today to increase your sales at 630-605-8117. Again, that's 630-605-8117. Or you can reach us at www.cottage24.com.
How can you tell if somebody actually cares? Look at their actions. At Full Throttle Law, we are all about protecting riders. That means we don't just organize rides, we take action to keep riders safe. We have sponsored or created over 20 safety-focused events in the past year alone. Emergency response classes, first aid courses, riding seminars, track days, garage nights, and fundraisers for local independent charities like Biker Down. Any law firm can help you get a settlement if you get hurt. But we're already on the road with you, doing everything we can to make sure we all get home safe at the end of the ride. If you've been hurt in any kind of accident, tell your smartphone to call Full Throttle Law. We ride together.
Hey, tonight we have a special guest, great friend of mine, board chairman, Chapter 2, Illinois Rolling Thunder Incorporated, U.S. Army Colonel, retired, 24 years active duty, 24 years, 2 Purple Hearts, 5 Bronze Stars, and great friend of mine, Wayne Kirkpatrick. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Gina. It's always a pleasure here. And thank you so much for all you do to support our veterans. You're always there every time, all the time. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And I remember quite a few years ago now, but I had the opportunity to drive to Washington, D.C. Well, you guys were all riding, but I was taking the military bikes that the girls had, her project, the girls had built. But I had such a great time. You know everybody in Washington. You are connected.
I don't know about that, but it was a pleasure to have you along to let you see what it is we do out there. And that's
so
changed,
much.
as you know. It The states have been directed to put on their own Rolling Thunder, so we do that every year in May. Information next year will be coming to you, but now we do it locally.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that was just such a great you guys did. You showed me how to had a day to the cemetery. I mean, just every day was filled with interesting things to do, with meaningful tribute things to do. It was a great trip. I really loved it. I wish I could have rode with you guys more on that trip, but I really enjoyed it. The military salute, the Marine salute that I videotaped for my son. It was just such a great time. Very
Cool.
rememberful. Yeah. So today,
Great. Well, it was good to have you, and that was being immersed in patriotism that weekend, and glad to have you along for it.
it sure was. That was the annual Run to the Wall, and like you just say, everybody's doing local stuff now. So we will get back with you on in early May because that's right around Memorial Weekend, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. But tonight we're going to talk about a great event, an annual event that Rolling Thunder Chapter 2 Illinois does each year at Woodstock, Harley Davidson. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I'd be glad to. We call it the Veterans Stand To. And to understand what a stand to is a heightened degree of military readiness. Combat units have a stand to when they're deployed, and the hour varies. It's all weapons manned, everybody's up and ready to go. Stand to is the highest level of military readiness for a combat unit. So we took that term and applied it to our Veterans Weekend event we hold every year. To symbolize that, communicate, if you will, that this is the highest support we can give our veterans.
That's fantastic. And you could almost do it every day because they definitely deserve it. And I just love the procession, the ceremony that you guys do. Tell us a little bit more.
Well, I'd like to reemphasize what you just said. Veterans Day should be every day, not just one day. And we embrace that. Our stand to is this coming Saturday, 12 November, and I believe it's our 7th or 8th annual one. It's an all-day affair at Woodstock Harley Davidson. Now, what we do is invite vendors. We have 52 that have been invited. I shouldn't say vendors or organizations that support or benefit in some way our veterans. American Legions, VFWs, the VA hospitals, suicide prevention, Piss for Patriots. We could go on and on and on. Gold Star Mothers. So 52 of these have been invited to set up booths. We even have the Woodstock High School Computer Club that comes in. So if a veteran walks in and says, we'll ask them, are you registered to shop at the Post Exchange? Well, no. We'll sit down and this young lady will register you.
What a great
so it's all about
opportunity. All right, that's Wayne Kirkpatrick, and that is going on this Saturday out at Woodstock Harley Davidson from 9 to 3 p.m. And that is always a great the table ceremony. Have you guys seen that before?
No, again, I have not.
Oh, you've got to look that up. So that's where they have
definitely gonna look it up for
yeah, they
sure.
have a shoulders table and it's set up, but it never gets any company.
Oh,
It's
you know, I have seen that at the Leatherneck Club, the place setting.
Oh,
And when my son was deployed many times, we always set a place at the table for him. So that's pretty cool. I'm very familiar with Rolling Thunder and all that. And that gentleman really is very connected in everything that's going on in Washington.
He really is. And he tries to play that down. But that's what's going on for Veterans Day. Veterans Day is on the on Friday, the 11th, guys. So hope that you can get out and be a part of some of the celebrations in your towns and in your locations, because there certainly are a lot going on. What are you guys going to be up to?
Oh, well, there is a whole big weekend full at the Leatherneck Club honoring our veterans in the Marine birthday. So locally, Las Vegas, if you get a chance, go by there and see what's happening. But there is a diabetes run, poker run at Las Vegas Harley Davidson. So I'll be out there, followed by Chicano Souls Bike Night on Saturday night.
Nice, fantastic. And Penny, what do you got going on?
Unfortunately, nothing motorcycle related. There's a balloon festival in Pahrump, so I'm going to be going to that.
Oh,
this
God,
weekend.
I love that. Yeah, I would love to. I've only seen that in Arizona. It was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've always wanted to go to one, never have been, so I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, we'd like to thank our engineer, Corey, and also Justin back over at 1400 Case Shop there in Las Vegas. I'd like to thank you, Gales, for coming back from where you were and hanging out with us tonight as well.
Motorcycle Mondays every Monday.
Wishing everybody and thanking all of our vets a happy Veterans Day. And Joe, I've got to tell you, we just ran out of time for you again. It's like the third week. I'm going to be like a Jimmy Kimmel and just throw it out there and say we ran out of time for Joe, and just keep doing that every week, just like he does with Matt Damon. Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us on Open Road Radio. We will catch you right back here next Monday, same time and same channel for Motorcycle Mondays right here on Open Road Radio. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you,
Thank you, Gina. Have a great week.
Thank you. You as well. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Bye-bye.